I have seen you, my child. My beloved child, listen to my voice right now. This moment is not accidental. You did not stumble upon these words by chance. I have been waiting for this precise time to speak directly into your life. What you are hearing now is not ordinary speech, not empty encouragement, not human motivation. These are words flowing from my heart, carrying the power to heal, to restore, and to transform every place in your life where pain once lived. Before you move forward, I need you to understand something deeply and clearly. I see you. I see exactly where you are right now. I see the room you're in. I see the weight you carry in your heart. I see the thoughts you have been wrestling with when the noise fades and you are left alone with your own mind. Nothing about you is hidden from me. I know the battles you have fought in silence. I know the tears you wiped away before anyone noticed. I know the moments when you felt strong on the outside but shattered within. I know the fear that rises at night when you wonder if things will ever change. You have been tested in ways that others may never understand. You walked through fires that should have consumed you, yet you are still here. You stood in storms that should have destroyed you, yet you remain standing. This was not coincidence. This was not luck. This was not your strength alone. It was me. I was with you every step, even when you did not feel my presence. I carried you when you could not walk. I breathed life into you when you felt suffocated by despair. I held your heart together when it felt like it was breaking into pieces beyond repair. Every trial you endured was not meant to destroy you. Every delay you faced was not meant to deny you. Every struggle you survived was not meant to define you. They were shaping you. They were strengthening you. They were preparing you. You may have believed that you were being punished, but I tell you now, you were being prepared. What looked like loss was training. What felt like rejection was positioning. What seemed like delay was alignment. And now, my child, hear this clearly. Your season of testing is coming to an end. The days when pain defined your identity are closing. The nights when fear stole your rest are losing their authority. The struggles that consumed your thoughts are giving way to breakthrough. This is not wishful thinking. This is not positive imagination. This is not emotional comfort. This is a declaration from me, the one who formed the heavens, who spoke light into darkness, who called you by name before you were born. Your time of suffering is ending. Your time of blessing is beginning. Your season of lack is ending. Your season of abundance is beginning. Your chapter of defeat is closing. Your chapter of victory is opening. I know how tired you are. I know how many times you considered giving up. I know how often you asked yourself if you could endure one more day. I saw you in moments when you believed no one was watching. I saw you cry yourself to sleep. I saw you smile in public while breaking inside. I saw you pretend to be strong when your strength was gone, and through it all, my heart never left you. Not one tear you cried was wasted. Not one prayer you whispered was ignored. Not one moment of faith was forgotten. Every tear was collected. Every prayer reached my throne. Every act of trust was recorded. You could not see the purpose then because you were inside the battle. But I saw the entire journey. You saw only pain. I saw preparation. You saw what was being taken. I saw what was being built. And I tell you now, what is coming is worth everything you endured. I'm not bringing small change into your life. I'm not offering minor relief. I'm not giving temporary comfort. I'm releasing abundance that overflows. I'm opening doors no one can shut. I'm restoring what was taken and multiplying what was lost. But hear me carefully. Before blessing arrives, preparation must be complete. That is why I speak to you now. When blessing follows a long season of struggle, wisdom is required to steward it. When doors open after years of silence, discernment is needed to choose rightly. When favor returns after rejection, humility must guard your heart. You were tested so you could be trusted. You were humbled so pride would not destroy you. You were emptied so I could fill you fully. Everything you went through was shaping you for this moment. The testing is ending. The preparation is complete. The transition has begun. And now I ask you to speak this with faith. My trials are ending. My blessings are beginning. God is faithful. God is good. God has not forgotten me. Do you feel that shift within you? That is my presence moving. That is my spirit confirming my word. That is the beginning of something new. I'm doing a new thing right now. Chains are breaking. Strongholds are falling. Barriers are being removed. You are stepping into the greatest season of your life. And this is only the beginning. My faithfulness has never failed you. My beloved child, let me speak to you about my faithfulness. My faithfulness is not like human faithfulness that changes with circumstances. It does not weaken when things become difficult. It does not disappear when expectations are not met. My faithfulness is rooted in who I am. I do not change. I do not shift. I do not forget. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. What I was to those who trusted me generations ago, I am to you right now. What I did for them, I am able and willing to do for you. The miracles they witnessed, you will witness. The provision they experienced, you will experience. The breakthroughs they celebrated, you will celebrate. My faithfulness does not fade with time. It does not diminish with culture. It does not weaken through seasons. It is eternal. Look back for a moment and consider your own life. Think about the times when everything seemed impossible, yet somehow a way appeared. Remember the moments when you had nowhere to turn, but help arrived from an unexpected place. Recall the dangers you were protected from, many of which you never even knew existed because I shielded you before the threat reached you. That was my faithfulness. Think about the prayers you prayed in desperation when you did not even know what words to use. Think about the doors that opened just when you were about to give up. Think about the strength that carried you through days you never thought you would survive. That was my faithfulness. I've been faithful in your past, and I am faithful in your present, and I will be faithful in your future. My faithfulness is not dependent on your perfection. When you failed, I remained faithful. When you doubted, I remained faithful. When you wandered, I remained faithful. Even when you turned away from me, I never turned away from you. My commitment to you is not based on your performance. My love for you is not earned by your obedience. My faithfulness is not cancelled by your weakness. I am faithful because that is who I am. Right now, in the middle of whatever challenge you are facing, my faithfulness is working behind the scenes. I have not abandoned you to figure things out on your own. I have not left you to survive by your own strength. I am actively arranging circumstances, moving people, opening doors, and removing obstacles on your behalf. What I promised, I am fulfilling. What I spoke, I am bringing to pass. What I committed to, I am completing. You can trust me, fully, deeply, completely. And my faithfulness does not stop at today. I will be faithful tomorrow. I will be faithful next week. I will be faithful next year. I will be faithful for all eternity. Now hear this carefully, my child. I'm setting you free. Free from bondage that has held you captive. Free from habits that have controlled you. Free from addictions that promised comfort but delivered pain. Free from cycles that kept you trapped in guilt and shame. In the mighty name of Jesus, chains are breaking right now. Every shackle is shattered. Every prison door is opening. Every stronghold is losing its grip. You are not a slave anymore. The emptiness you tried to fill with things that could never satisfy, I am filling it with my love. The wounds that drove you to destructive choices, I am healing them with my presence. The chaos that ruled your thoughts, I am replacing it with peace. You are not changing because of willpower. You are being transformed by my spirit. I see your willingness. I see your desire to live in freedom. That strength rising within you is not coming from yourself. It is my grace empowering you. And with me, you cannot fail. Do not fear the future. Do not worry about whether you will be strong enough to remain free. I am not giving you a temporary moment of relief. I am giving you lasting freedom and the strength to walk in it. The darkness that once surrounded you is losing ground. The lies that once tormented you are being silenced. The fears that once controlled you are being replaced by faith. Stay close to me. As you walk with me, temptations that once overpowered you will lose their strength. Desires that once controlled you will fade. Cravings that once dominated your thoughts will be replaced by hunger for righteousness. What once ruled over you now lies defeated beneath your feet. Declare it with conviction. I am free. Thank God I am free. Let this truth settle deep within you. You are no longer a victim. You are no longer bound. You are liberated. You are victorious. And this freedom is not temporary. It is eternal, because it comes from me. Your healing will carry you to heights you never imagined. Where you were once limited, you will now expand. Where you were once held back, you will now advance. Your life will become a testimony. Your story will give hope to the hopeless. Your transformation will inspire the discouraged. Your freedom will point others to me. Because I am faithful, I have always been faithful, and I will never stop being faithful to you. My grace is sufficient for you. My beloved child, let me speak to you about my grace. Grace is more than forgiveness. Grace is more than mercy. Grace is my divine power at work within you, my supernatural enablement that gives you strength beyond your own ability. Grace is what allows you to stand when everything says you should fall. Grace is what carries you when your strength is gone. Hear this clearly. My grace is sufficient for you. This is not a religious phrase. This is a living truth. Whatever you are facing right now, my grace is enough. Whatever challenge stands before you, my grace is adequate. Whatever battle you are fighting, my grace will sustain you. You do not need more willpower. You do not need to be stronger in yourself. You do not need to have everything figured out. You need to lean into my grace. My grace is not earned. You cannot work for it. You cannot deserve it. If it could be earned, it would no longer be grace. I give it freely, abundantly, lavishly, because I love you. This grace teaches you, it trains you, it transforms you from the inside out. Grace is not permission to live carelessly. Grace is the power that changes your desires, reshapes your character, and aligns your life with my will. Grace enables you to say no to what once controlled you, and yes to what brings life. When you fail, my grace lifts you. When you stumble, my grace restores you. When you fall short, my grace covers you. Your failure does not disqualify you. Your weakness does not cancel my calling. Where sin tried to increase, my grace increases even more. You are not defined by your past. You are not limited by your mistakes. You are not trapped by your failures. You are a new creation. Old things are passing away. New things are being formed within you. You are becoming who I say you are, redeemed, restored, renewed by my grace. This grace working in you is not weak. It is the same grace that created the universe, the same grace that raised Jesus from the dead, the same grace that sustains all things. And I am also giving you wisdom with this grace. Freedom without wisdom can lead to harm. Power without discipline can cause destruction. So I am not only setting you free, I am teaching you how to live free. I am giving you discernment to choose wisely. I am teaching you how to steward what I am placing in your hands. Doors are opening, opportunities are returning. Blessings that were delayed are being restored, often with greater potential than before. What the enemy meant for harm, I am turning for your good. But listen carefully, my child. Be strong and courageous. Be alert and discerning. Not everyone will celebrate your breakthrough. Not everyone will rejoice in your freedom. Some will envy what I have done in your life. Some will attempt to pull you back into old patterns. Some will try to entangle you again. Guard your heart. Guard your mind. Guard your words. Do not use your tongue to spread harm. Do not repeat what you cannot confirm. Do not participate in gossip or slander. Your words carry power. Use them to build, to heal, to encourage, to speak life. Do not boast in what I give you. Gratitude honors me. Pride opens doors to destruction. Be thankful. Be generous. Be humble. Let your character speak louder than your possessions. Be careful what you allow into your life. Not everything that appears harmless is safe. Not every door that looks attractive is from me. Guard what your eyes see. What you allow into your vision shapes your thoughts, your desires, and your direction. Fill your eyes with what is pure. Fill your mind with what is true. Fill your heart with what is righteous. And now, let me remind you of something essential. My presence is with you. You are not alone, ever. Even when you feel isolated, I am there. Even when it seems no one understands you, I understand fully. I am closer than your next breath, nearer than your heartbeat. In the valley, I am with you. In the fire, I am with you. In confusion, I am with you. My presence brings peace that surpasses understanding, not peace that depends on circumstances, but peace that stands firm in the middle of chaos. When you are weak, my presence strengthens you. When you are weary, my presence renews you. When you are overwhelmed, my presence steadies you. You do not have to draw strength from yourself. Draw from me. Those who wait upon me will renew their strength. They will rise, they will endure, they will not collapse. My presence also brings guidance. You do not have to navigate life alone. I will instruct you, I will teach you, I will show you the way you should go. Listen, my voice is speaking to your heart, illuminating your next step, and my presence brings transformation. You cannot remain unchanged in my presence. As you stay close to me, you are being changed, slowly, deeply, surely. Love is growing, peace is settling, joy is returning, self-control is being established. This is the fruit of my spirit in you. Do not neglect time with me. Nothing is more valuable, nothing is more productive. Come into my presence daily. Seek me. Draw near. I'm always available. I'm always waiting. Reject thoughts that contradict my promises. When fear paints pictures of disaster, replace them with truth. Take every thought captive and align it with my word. Stay connected to me. This is not obligation, it is relationship. This is how you remain strong. This is how you continue to grow. My grace is sustaining you. My presence is guiding you. My work in you is continuing, and I am not finished yet. I have given you authority. My beloved child, listen carefully to what I am about to tell you. You are not powerless. You are not helpless. You are not a victim of circumstances. I have given you authority. This authority does not come from your own strength. It does not come from your education, your position, or your experience. It comes from your identity in me. You are my child, and because you belong to me, you carry authority backed by the power of heaven. When I gave authority to those who walked with me, I did not limit it to a select few or to a single generation. I said that all who believe would walk in this authority. That includes you. Right now, in your life, in your situation, you have authority over fear. You have authority over lies. You have authority over the forces that try to steal your peace, your joy, and your destiny. The enemy wants you to believe you are weak, because a believer who understands their authority is dangerous to his kingdom. But I am revealing this truth to you now, so you can walk in the fullness of what I have already provided. You have authority over circumstances. Remember when the storm threatened to sink the boat and I spoke to the wind and the waves? I demonstrated authority over chaos. And I've given you the ability to speak to your storm as well. You do not have to remain silent in the face of adversity. You can speak my word over your situation. Speak peace into chaos. Speak order into confusion. Speak life into dead places. You also have authority in prayer. When you pray in my name, you are not begging. You are not hoping I might notice you. You are approaching me as a beloved child coming to a loving father. You are speaking as an ambassador of my kingdom. My name carries power, and when you pray with faith, heaven responds. If you abide in me and my words abide in you, ask what you desire, and it will be done. These are not empty promises. They are guarantees grounded in my character, but authority must be exercised. It does no good to possess authority if you never use it. Stop begging me to do what I have already empowered you to do. Stop asking me to handle what I have already placed under your authority. Rise up. Speak to your mountain. Command what needs to move. Declare my word over your life. Bind what needs to be bound. Loose what needs to be loosed. Enforce the victory that was won for you. But hear me clearly. Authority without relationship is dangerous. Power without intimacy leads to destruction. The strength of your authority flows from your closeness to me. The deeper your relationship, the stronger your authority becomes. Do not pursue power at the expense of connection. Seek me first. Walk closely with me. Know my heart. When you remain near me, authority will flow naturally from that relationship. Understand this. I am not removing things from your life to harm you. I am removing what was hindering you. I am taking away what was keeping you bound. I am stripping away what blocked your progress. If something is not leading you toward your purpose, I will remove it. If something keeps you enslaved to fear, I will break it. If something threatens your destiny, I will dismantle it. This is not punishment. This is protection. Now I ask you a question, my child, one that requires honesty. Do you truly desire this transformation? Do you genuinely want this freedom? Are you willing to let go of what I am asking you to release? I am speaking to you directly. This moment matters. This is not a message to scroll past or hear casually. This is a divine invitation to step into the life I have prepared for you. I love you. Let that truth sink deep. Not because of what you do, not because of how well you perform. I love you because you are mine. My nature is love, and my love for you is constant, unchanging, eternal. Nothing you have done has changed it. Nothing you will do can remove it. But because I love you, I will not allow you to return to bondage. I will not stand by while you destroy yourself. I will do what is necessary to guard your destiny, even when it feels uncomfortable. This is love in action. I am listening to you right now. Speak to me. Bring me your prayer. Tell me what you need. Call out for the miracle your heart longs for. I am attentive. I am ready to respond. And my answer is already on the way. Like gentle rain, it will bring refreshment. Like healing water, it will wash away pain. Like light breaking through darkness, it will restore your hope. This is not uncertainty. This is assurance. Now let me speak to you about your testimony. Your story matters. What you have been through was not only for you. The battles you fought, the healing you received, the freedom you are walking into, these are seeds of hope for others. Your testimony carries power. It silences the accuser. It strengthens the weary. It reminds the hopeless that transformation is possible. Do not believe the lie that your story is insignificant. Do not wait until everything is perfect before you speak. Share what I am doing, even as the process continues. Your testimony does not have to be polished. It only has to be true. Let your life speak. Let your choices reflect my grace. Let your forgiveness demonstrate my love. People are watching, not to judge, but to see if faith is real. And through your life, they will see me. You are not finished. Your story is still being written. Every answered prayer, every open door, every healing becomes another chapter. And I repeat this truth again. I love you. I have always loved you. I will love you forever. The power of your words. My beloved child, I want to speak to you about the power of your words. Your tongue carries tremendous authority. Your words are not empty sounds released into the air. They carry weight. They move spiritual forces. They shape realities. I have placed power in your speech, and what you speak consistently will influence what you experience. Life and death are in the power of the tongue. This is not metaphor. This is spiritual law. When you speak defeat over yourself, you invite defeat. When you declare failure, you open the door for discouragement to take root. When you constantly agree with fear, you strengthen fear's influence in your life. Stop speaking against yourself. Stop repeating what the enemy whispers. Stop declaring what circumstances suggest. Stop prophesying loss, lack, and limitation. Your words are not neutral. They either align with my truth or they cooperate with lies. When you speak my word, you release my power. When you declare my promises, you activate my provision. When you confess my truth, you establish my will. That is why I'm instructing you now to guard your mouth carefully. Speak life. Speak hope. Speak faith. Do not talk about your mountain to everyone around you. Speak to your mountain. Command it to move. Declare that it has no authority to stand in your way. I told you to speak to the mountain, not to admire it, not to fear it, not to analyze it endlessly. This is not arrogance. This is obedience. This is faith in action. When you align your words with my promises, heaven responds. Begin to declare truth daily. Say it out loud. Speak it with conviction, even when your emotions disagree. Say, I will not be abandoned. All things are working together for my good. No weapon formed against me will prosper. My needs are supplied according to God's riches in glory. God's grace is sufficient for me. These are not wishes. These are faith declarations. They are seeds planted into the soil of your circumstances, and seeds, when planted and watered, always produce harvest. But understand this: consistency matters. One declaration spoken in faith will help you. Repeated declarations spoken daily will transform you. Do not speak faith one moment and fear the next. Do not praise me in prayer and curse your future with negative words afterward. Choose alignment. Let your words agree with my truth even when your feelings resist. Faith is not denying reality. It is declaring a higher reality. Now listen carefully. I am bringing you into a season of prosperity and freedom. This is not because you are perfect, but because you refused to give up. You held on when letting go would have been easier. You trusted me when understanding was absent. Because of this, greater miracles are coming. Extraordinary favor is being released, but I ask you to steward this season wisely. Receive blessing with gratitude, not pride. Steward favor with humility, not arrogance. Walk in abundance with generosity, not selfishness. Do not look down on anyone. Do not judge by appearances. Value people the way I value them. On your path, you will encounter many individuals, some briefly, some for longer seasons. Treat them with kindness. Greet them with respect. Smile with sincerity. You may not realize it now, but those moments will return to you as open doors in unexpected times. Kindness is never wasted. Now let me speak to you about worship. Worship is not limited to songs or gatherings. Worship is a lifestyle that honors me in every area of your life. Worship is when you place me first in your heart, when you trust me above your circumstances, when you surrender your will to mine. Worship changes atmospheres. When Paul and Silas were bound in prison, beaten and confined, they chose worship instead of complaint. And when worship rose, the prison shook. Chains fell, doors opened. Freedom manifested. Worship is your weapon. When your heart feels heavy, worship. When fear tries to rise, worship. When confusion surrounds you, worship. Worship lifts your eyes from the problem to me. It reminds you that I am greater than what you face. It invites my presence, and where my presence is, everything changes. I inhabit the praises of my people. If you want to experience more of my power, worship more. If you want to encounter my presence deeply, exalt my name often. Let worship be your first response, not your last resort. Everything you need flows from me. Worship keeps your connection to me clear and strong. And now hear this, my child. I am not finished with you. I am still working. I am still arranging things around you. I am still opening doors and closing others for your protection. Nothing has been forgotten. Nothing has been delayed beyond purpose. Stay aligned with my word. Stay mindful of your speech. Stay anchored in worship. Your words matter. Your praise matters. Your obedience matters. And I am bringing you forward, step by step, into everything I have promised. The blessing that flows through giving. My beloved child, let me teach you about the mystery and power of giving. Giving is not a burden. Giving is not loss. Giving is not something I demand to take from you. Giving is an invitation to participate in my nature. For I am a giver. Everything you have came from me, and everything I release to you is meant to flow, not to stop. Giving is an act of trust. When you give, you declare with your life that I am your source. You declare that your security does not rest in money, possessions, or human systems. You declare that I am able to provide for you beyond what you can see. Do not think of giving as a transaction. This is not business. This is relationship. This is worship expressed through action. When you give with faith, you align yourself with my spiritual law of seed and harvest. What you sow, you will reap. What you release, I multiply. What you place in my hands, I return with increase. Do not wait until you have abundance to give. That is not faith. Faith gives even when resources feel limited, trusting that I will supply what is lacking. When you give out of need, I meet you with provision. When you give out of obedience, I respond with blessing. I do not measure your giving by the amount, but by the heart behind it. A small gift given with faith carries more weight in heaven than great sums given with pride or obligation. Give joyfully, give willingly, give with expectation, not entitlement, but trust. When you honor me with what you have, you open the door for me to protect what remains. I rebuke what would consume your resources. I guard what you cannot guard yourself. I release favor where calculation alone would fail. Understand this truth clearly. Your giving does not decrease your supply, it expands your capacity. The more room you create through generosity, the more I can pour into your life. I cannot fill what is closed, but I delight to overflow what is open. Be generous, not only with finances, but with time, kindness, patience, and compassion. When you give love, love returns. When you give mercy, mercy follows. When you give forgiveness, freedom increases. This is how my kingdom works. Now hear me carefully, my child. Prosperity without wisdom can destroy. Abundance without humility can corrupt. That is why I'm not only blessing you, I am teaching you how to steward blessing. Stewardship is not control, it is responsibility. Everything I place in your hands is entrusted to you for a purpose greater than yourself. Do not flaunt what I give you. Pride attracts opposition. Gratitude attracts protection. Let your life reflect my goodness more than your possessions ever could. Let your generosity speak louder than your success. Be cautious of comparison. Do not measure your progress against others. What I do in your life is tailored specifically for you. Focus on obedience, not appearance. Focus on faithfulness, not recognition. I also instruct you to be discerning. Not every opportunity is from me. Not every open door should be entered. Prosperity invites attention, and not all attention is safe. Ask me for wisdom, I will guide you. I will show you when to move and when to wait. Guard your heart as blessing increases. Some will rejoice with you. Some will envy you. Some will attempt to use you. Love them, but remain wise. Compassion does not require naivety. Kindness does not mean lack of boundaries. Let your giving be directed by my Spirit, not by pressure, guilt, or fear. I also remind you of this. There are those you will encounter who appear insignificant, unnoticed, or inconvenient. Do not overlook them. Treat everyone with dignity. Offer help where you can. Show respect freely. You never know whom you are serving. Sometimes what looks like an interruption is a divine appointment. Sometimes what appears ordinary is carrying eternal weight. Pay attention. Walk gently. Remain aware. Blessing others is part of my design for your blessing. Now let me speak to you about how I see you. You are not weak. You are not insignificant. You are not forgotten. You are a victor in me. You are a steward of my goodness. You are entrusted with influence, whether you see it yet or not. Stop seeing yourself as lacking. Stop defining yourself by past scarcity. I am bringing you into a new mindset where you understand that provision flows from me and through you. I am teaching you to live open-handed. What you cling to tightly controls you. What you release freely positions you for increase. Do not fear generosity. You cannot outgive me. As you walk in obedience, I will continue to supply. As you trust me, I will continue to protect. As you honor me, I will continue to bless. And remember this, blessing you is not an afterthought, it is part of my plan. I desire that you walk in victory, guide others with wisdom, and live as a reflection of my goodness on the earth. You are not called to survive, you are called to flourish. Receive that truth. Perseverance that leads to transformation. My beloved child, let me speak to you about perseverance. Perseverance is not stubbornness. It is not forcing yourself forward without wisdom. Perseverance is faithful endurance, continuing to trust me even when circumstances have not yet changed. It is staying anchored in my promises when everything in the natural suggests you should quit. I know you are tired. I know you have been holding on longer than you ever imagined you would have to. I know you have wondered how much longer this journey will take. But hear me clearly. You are closer than you think. The breakthrough is nearer than it appears. The answer is already moving toward you. The reward is closer than your weariness tells you. Do not give up now. Every trial you have endured has been strengthening you. Every delay has been stretching your capacity. Every moment when you chose faith over fear was building spiritual endurance within you. The testing of your faith has been producing perseverance, and perseverance is completing its work in you. I am not only interested in relieving your discomfort, I am forming your character. If I removed every challenge too quickly, you would never become who you are called to be. If I ended every struggle immediately, you would miss the depth of transformation that is happening inside you right now. Let perseverance finish its work. Do not interrupt the process. Do not abandon the journey. Do not quit before the promise manifests. Those who persevere inherit what I have promised. You are not running this race alone. I am running with you. When your strength feels gone, mine is carrying you. When your vision grows blurry, mine remains clear. When your hope feels fragile, mine is unshaken. Now let me speak to you about worship in the midst of perseverance. Worship is not a response to comfort. It is an act of trust. Worship is choosing to honor me when the outcome is not yet visible. Worship is lifting your voice when your heart feels heavy. Worship declares that I am worthy regardless of your situation. When you worship in difficulty, you shift the atmosphere. Chains loosen. Fear retreats. Hope rises. Worship reminds your soul who I am. It pulls your focus away from the problem and places it back onto my power. It aligns your heart with truth when emotions try to mislead you. Let worship become your refuge. Before you complain, worship. Before you worry, worship. Before you lose heart, worship. I inhabit the praises of my people. Where worship rises, my presence settles. And where my presence dwells, transformation begins. Now understand this. Transformation is a process. You are not being changed in a moment, but over time, from glory to glory, from strength to strength, from who you were to who you are becoming. This transformation is my work, not yours. You cannot force it. You cannot rush it. You can only surrender to it. I am transforming your mind. Thought patterns that once limited you are breaking. Beliefs that once held you captive are being replaced with truth. You are learning to see yourself the way I see you, not through fear, not through shame, but through love and purpose. I am transforming your heart. Your desires are shifting. What once tempted you no longer satisfies you. What once felt essential is losing its grip. I am writing my ways upon your heart, aligning your desires with mine. I am transforming your habits. Old patterns are weakening. New disciplines are forming. You are learning to walk by my spirit rather than being driven by impulse or fear. This is not you trying harder. It is me working deeper. I am transforming your relationships. I'm bringing new people who will strengthen and encourage you. I'm removing connections that drained you or held you back. I'm healing relationships that were broken and closing doors that were harmful. All of this is part of my care for you, and I am transforming your future. Where you are going is not where you have been. The destiny I prepared for you exceeds what you can currently imagine. I'm preparing you for greater responsibility, greater influence, and greater fruitfulness. Do not limit me with small expectations. Do not restrict me with fear-based thinking. Open your heart to believe for more. I am able to do exceedingly abundantly beyond what you ask or imagine, according to my power at work within you. What I have begun, I will complete. I do not start what I do not intend to finish. I am faithful to complete the transformation I have started in you. Even when you cannot see progress, even when you feel stuck, my work continues quietly, steadily, faithfully. Trust the process. Trust my timing. Trust my hand upon your life. Every day, I am revealing more of who you are becoming. Every day, I am shaping you into a reflection of my love, my strength, and my grace. Remain faithful. Remain worshipful. Remain persevering. Your transformation is unfolding, and it will be beautiful. I am not finished with you. My beloved child, listen to me one more time. I am not finished with you. Do not let discouragement convince you otherwise. Do not allow delay to deceive you. Do not permit past pain to define your future. I am still working, quietly, faithfully, relentlessly, on your behalf. Nothing has been abandoned. Nothing has been forgotten. Nothing has been wasted. Every season you have walked through, every tear you have shed, every prayer you have whispered has been woven into my purpose for your life. I am taking every fragment of your story and shaping it into something beautiful. I am a God who keeps my word. Heaven and earth may pass away, but my promises never will. What I have spoken over your life will come to pass, not because circumstances are favorable, but because my character is unchanging. I cannot lie, I do not forget, I do not fail. I promised that I would never leave you or forsake you, and that promise stands right now. I am with you in this moment. I will be with you tomorrow. I will be with you in every season that follows. When new challenges arise, I will be there. When new doors open, I will guide you. When new responsibilities come, I will strengthen you. I am with you always. I also promise that all things work together for good for those who love me and are called according to my purpose. Even the painful moments, even the seasons that felt meaningless, even the setbacks and losses. Nothing is excluded. I am turning it all for your good. No weapon formed against you will prosper. Attacks may arise, but they will not succeed. Words may be spoken against you, but they will not stand. You are protected, not by luck, but by my power. I promise to supply all your needs according to my riches in glory. You do not need to fear lack. You do not need to be anxious about provision. I own everything, and I have committed myself to care for you. Your future is not dark. Your future is filled with hope. Your future is held in my hands. I have plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Trust my plans. They are better than your own. Trust my timing. It is perfect. Trust my ways. They are always right. Stand on these promises. Declare them. Let them anchor your soul when everything around you shakes. Let them steady your heart when fear whispers lies. This message you are hearing right now is not random. This is the sign you asked for. This is the confirmation you needed to know that I am listening, that I am present, that I have not ignored your cries. I am answering you even now. In the days ahead, do not lose heart. In the month to come, do not be afraid. In the new seasons I am leading you into, refuse to walk in fear. I am your healer. I am your provider. I am your protector. I am your shepherd. There is nothing I cannot do. No problem I cannot solve. No situation I cannot turn around. My purposes for your life are established in heaven, and what is established in heaven cannot be overturned on earth. Soon, what you have asked me for will arrive. Receive it with gratitude. Embrace it with joy. Steward it with wisdom. Do not let doubt steal this moment. Do not let fear whisper that you are unworthy. You are worthy because I have made you worthy. You are qualified because I have qualified you. You are deeply loved. Why are you discouraged? Why do you feel defeated? I'm still shaping your heart. I'm still arranging circumstances. I'm still performing miracles. Some you see, many you do not. Nothing has stopped. Lift your eyes. I want you to understand something final and eternal. My love for you does not change. I loved you before you knew me. I love you now, in the middle of your journey. I will love you forever, into eternity. My love is not based on your performance. It is not earned by perfection. It is rooted in who I am. My nature is love, and because I love you, I'm calling you to rise. Rise in faith. Rise in authority. Rise in freedom. Walk in the victory I have already won for you. Live in the freedom I purchased for you. Embrace the destiny I prepared for you before the world began. You are not a product of chance. You are not here by accident. You were chosen for such a time as this. You are more than a conqueror. You are my beloved child. You are deeply, truly, eternally loved. Now go forward. Live boldly. Trust deeply. Love freely, and never forget this truth. I am with you. I always have been. I always will be. Amen.